Hey guys, Eric here with Project DIY. In today's video, we have a beam cutter. We got a 4x6 post I need to cut. We're going to be showing and making a video, putting the front porch beam in here and everything. But I ordered this tool. I'm going to be putting it on my Bosch saw. So I wanted to show you guys this here, just kind of an opening and just show you how this thing works, because this is going to make it easy. If any of y'all have ever cut a 4x4, 4x6, 6x6, use your regular skill saw like the one I have here. It does not cut all the way through it. This here changes it into a 12-inch beam cutter. That's what I have, a 12-inch saw attachment. So I'm gonna get this a little close. Actually, let me do this. Let me set it down and bring the camera to it so you can kind of see everything. So here's the one that I have. It's the model number. Let me get the reflection off there. PR2700, okay? 12-inch saw attachment. Prezi is the brand. Let me get around here so you can kind of see it. Right there, Prezi beam cutter, and here's what it says. It fits Skil, Bosch, DeWalt, Craftsman, Black & Decker, Rigid, Milwaukee, Porter Cable, Hitachi, Makita, and I don't know if that's all of them, but that covers the bases of most of the saws out there. I'm gonna show you guys how to put this thing on, at least with my saw. Now this is a non-worm drive as well. If you don't know what the difference between worm drive and non-worm drive, kind of look up. You can find the model of your saw. Here's mine. Mine's a Bosch CS10. Honestly, most saws are not a worm drive saw, but if you need to look that up, you can, because this is for a non-worm drive and it will not fit if that is the case. So let's get into this and see how well it works. All right, so we got this opened up. This is how it comes packaged. You can read this. It's about the tool itself and things, if it fits, if it doesn't fit. Good thing, like, these are made by a small company here in the USA, but in 1989. So American company. So obviously, shouldn't have to say, but these are going to be very sharp. It's literally a chainsaw, so be very careful with it. You got another package of stuff here to attach. So I'm going to start getting mine apart and seeing what I need to do to make it fit, and I'll keep you guys posted along as we go. Alright, so this is installed now, and I'll walk you through what I did on mine. The directions were very self-explanatory and worked well. So let me show you, let me set this down and show you what I got going. So I'm unplugged. So what you got is, when you open your package, you have this thing here. They give you, it tells you in the instructions that you have 3 bolts. Test which one fits. This is the one that fits mine. This piece, this little bushing right here, this piece may not be on the bolt that you're going to use. Whatever bolt that's on, you want to take it off and put it on the bolt. If you're using this one, the black one, the silver one, whatever one you're using, take it off. Mine was actually on the black one. It doesn't matter. Just take it off, put that on with it. And so to get this on, what you do is you drop your deck. Okay, so this is your deck right here. This button here is what drops mine. Set this up here so you can see. So here's your deck. You want to drop your deck. This is what drops mine. I dropped it. You drop it all the way down. And then you take this beam cutter, your guide, you're gonna flip this forward, and then you're just gonna slide it right down in through here, okay? And that has a hole in here that bolt goes through. You'll line that up with where your blade comes off. Like I told you, figure out which bolt it is, run that through it, thread it on, and when you put it in as well, you just gotta finagle it. It's not very bad at all. See this little black bolt right, hang on here, I'm trying to hold the camera in the thing. Right there, okay? That goes in a groove, and they give you a nut in this bag as well to go in there and tighten it on. So that goes in there to hold the back end in place. So see, there's a slot. Let's see if I can get a better view here. This slot, this groove, see? So that when I put that in, it went in right through there. That goes in the slot. So that little bolt goes in the slot. This here lines up with your where the big hole is, and like I said, as you do, you drop your plate, slide your guard forward, slide that in, insert the little bolt in that track, line your hole up, find which one, before you do that, find which one works. Make sure you put this little bushing on with it, have that nut there, then you tighten this down, and you're ready to go. When you're doing it, it pretty well does it. Make sure your blade's straight. You don't want to be all sitting cattywampus. You want to be a 90-degree angle. That way when you're cutting and holding it straight, see how it's nice and straight there. It's not all, if not, your blade's all going to be like this, and you're sitting like this and your blade's out this way, or it's out this way, It's gonna probably put it to bind, and it could make it come back and kick at you. So you want to make sure that that is on there correctly. So here's what I got to cut. These 4x6 cedar posts. They're 16 foot long. I want to be putting them on the front porch. I want to do a test cut on a 4x6 I have over here. That is, doesn't matter if I mess up. So we're gonna do that first. I'll put a video in here with that showing it, but we've all got these clear coated. They're ready to go on. So that's why I bought this, because if you go and cut this with a regular skill saw, you're only gonna cut through like, even if you, I don't think you're even gonna cut through quite halfway, and then you cut through the other side, and you have to cut through twice, and they have to match exactly perfect to get a nice clean edge like this, and the chances of doing that are not very good. So this is gonna solve that. So we can cut all the way up to 12-inch board with that, and not have to worry about cutting through it twice. So let me get this together. We'll give you a test cut on it. But if you haven't, so guys, if you've been thinking about getting one of these, look, go check out this brand. They sell different ones, I think they may even sell like a 16 or 18 inch as well. If that's something that you're looking for, I will have a link in my description to Amazon, which is where I bought this one here. Like I said, it fits most of the traditional skill saws that most everybody has. There you have, cut right through, okay. That was just, and look at our edge here. We have a nice, flat edge, just like you'd have if it was a normal board, but a normal saw, normal circular saw like this one here, was not gonna cut through that. Yeah, obviously you can say yes, but if you're in the middle, you're only gonna cut through about like that much. I think you get like 2 inches or something. So you would have that much, you'd have to flip the board, mark it, get exactly where you cut the other one for it to look like that. But with this, it allows you to do it in one cut. So guys, go check it out. And as always, why hire a guy when you can DIY? Thanks for watching.